Hey everyone, and welcome back for another save file residence overview. And this week we are visiting Glimmerbrook. I'm not going to split this into multiple episodes. I'm just going to do one because there's only 4 households. It may be a little bit longer than some of my other videos. So let's just meet the households. And we are starting with the Hughes household. For as long as they can remember siblings, Harlan and Greta have been fascinated by the supernatural. Spellcasters, vampires, mermaids, they were intrigued by it all. Greta has always wanted to be a vampire, and Harlan wanted to be a spellcaster. Will they finally get their chance? And it's raining in Glimmerbrook, so hopefully you can see the house all right. But this is the Hughes house. This is the front. And the back looks exactly like the front, except you have a backyard, a little small backyard, nothing too crazy. And this is the basement. You have a little office area and then a cauldron room, I guess you could call it. I don't know. And then on the first floor or the ground floor, you have the living room and the kitchen. And then on the second floor, you have Greta's room and Harlan's room, and you have 2 bathrooms. It's very empty. There's not a lot of clutter and everything. It's almost as if they had just moved in, maybe. But anyway, that is the house. So let's meet the household. And this is Greta. And for her aspiration, she wants to be a master vampire. She and her brother are very into the supernatural. And she's just always been fascinated by vampires, maybe the immortality of them, you know, that kind of thing. She doesn't have a career. That might have been on purpose, but I'm not 100% sure. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma. I'd probably start to give her a little bit of, like, level 1 of vampire lore, maybe. For her traits, she is active, good, and loves the outdoors, and she has the collector aspiration trait as well as the quick learner aspiration trait. I'm not sure. That might be from the master vampire, and the collector one, I'm not sure where that came from. A nature aspiration? I don't remember giving her a nature aspiration. But anyway, her likes and dislikes for music, she likes world music and alternative music, and dislikes electronica music. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and fitness and dislikes video gaming. Her favorite colors are green and purple, and she dislikes brown. And for sim characteristics, she likes high energy sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes homebody sims. I'm not sure if I meant to not include the conversation topics or what. I guess we'll find out whenever I get to Harlan. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is her brother Harlan. And this is Harlan, and he has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration, and he also doesn't have a career. Again, I can't remember whether that was on purpose or by accident. He is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is a genius, a geek, and outgoing, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait as well. For likes and dislikes for hobbies and skills, he likes programming and video gaming and dislikes dancing. For music, he likes alternative and classical and dislikes lullabies. His favorite colors are black and purple, and he dislikes gray. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and spirited sims, and he dislikes rascals. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and jokes and dislikes malicious interactions, and he is not part of any clubs. That is the Hughes household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the HIGHTOWER and students household. Matilda is a master spellcaster. She gave up becoming a sage to open the Glimmerbrook School of Magic. She wanted to work with young spellcasters coming into their powers. Sadly, she's getting older and won't be around forever. Now she's looking for that one spellcaster who has that special something to take her place. Who will be the new headmaster / mistress? Could it be one of her own students? And this is the Glimmerbrook School of Magic. This is the front. This is the back. This is the inside. You have a very big entrance, and you have a dining room / I guess classroom maybe? And then you have a huge kitchen. On the second floor, you have the bedrooms. You have Matilda's room, and this is a room for the incoming teacher that's going to take Matilda's place whenever she retires, I guess. And then you have Katie's and Aspen's room. Then you have Damien's room, Aiden's room, and Wesley's room. They all, all the guys have their own rooms. I don't know why I did that. That is the house. Let's meet the household. And they're all clustered up out here in the front. But this is Matilda, and for her aspiration, she has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration. I would probably just cheat that if it were me, because she's a master spellcaster. She is maxed pretty much everything, if I'm not mistaken, unless I forgot to do that. But she's supposed to have mastered everything. She does not have a career. I would probably now give her the custom career, a headmistress of Glimmerbrook School of Magic. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma, and she has maxed or reached level 10 of gardening, gourmet cooking, homestyle cooking, logic, and parenting. For her traits, she is a foodie, unflirty, and she loves the outdoors. And she has the ancient bloodline reward trait, as well as the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes classical and baroque music, and she dislikes hip hop. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and cooking, and dislikes video gaming. For conversation topics, she likes compliments and affection, and dislikes flirtation and physical intimacy. For sim characteristics, she likes homebody sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes romance enthusiasts. And her favorite colors are pink and purple, and she dislikes brown. And she is a virtuoso, or basically a master spellcaster, and I think she has unlocked everything. She has completed all of her spells. She knows every spell. So, I mean, there's really not a lot of gameplay with her other than teaching the other kids, or teaching the kids, but that was kind of the point. And she is part of the Spellcasters Council. It's very similar to the Vampire Council. The Spellcaster Council makes the rules for all spellcasters. No one can be trained or know the secrets of Glimmerbrook and the magic realm unless the council permits it. Next up, Damian Duncan. And for his aspiration, he also has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration. He is a C student in high school. For his skills, he's level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is hot-headed, a kleptomaniac, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes mischief and DJ mixing, and dislikes fishing. For music, he likes electronica and metal, and dislikes pop. For conversation topics, he likes malicious interactions and arguments, and dislikes small talk. And for sim characteristics, he likes emotional decision makers and rascals, and dislikes optimistic sims. And his favorite colors are black and gray, and he dislikes white. He is not part of any clubs. Next up is Aiden Madsen. For his aspiration, he wants to be the purveyor of potions. He wants to learn every potion recipe. He's more of the earthy type spellcaster. He likes doing potions and those kinds of things. And he is a C student in high school. For his skill, he's level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is a vegetarian and loves the outdoors, and he has the collector aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes gardening and cooking, and dislikes violin. For music, he likes world music and alternative music, and dislikes electronica. His favorite colors are blue and green, and he dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, he likes idealistic sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes argumentative sims. For conversation topics, he likes small talk and deep thoughts, and dislikes arguments. Next up is Wesley Conrad. For his aspiration, he also has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration. He is a C student in high school. I'd probably give him an A or a B, because he's kind of more the nerdy sim of the household. He's level 1 in charisma. I'd probably give him a couple extra logic points or something like that. For his traits, he is neat and a genius, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes focus and jazz, and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, he likes programming and robotics, and he dislikes fitness. His favorite colors are gray and green, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and jokes, and dislikes gossip, and he is not part of any clubs. So next up is Aspen Darby. She's more the social girl. She's kind of like the popular girl of the household. For her aspiration, she wants to be the friend of the world. She is a C student in high school. She is level 1 in charisma, which that one actually makes sense. For her traits, she is good and cheerful, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop and S-pop, and she dislikes tween pop. For hobbies and skills, she likes dancing and wellness, and dislikes handiness. Her favorite colors are yellow and pink, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims, and dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and affection, and dislikes arguments. She just likes for everybody to get along. She is not part of any clubs either. And lastly is Katie Watson, and she wants to also be a purveyor of potions. She is a lot like Aiden, where she wants to do the more earthy things. She is a C student in high school, and she is also a shelf stalker in the retail part-time job. She is level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is a bookworm, self-assured, and she has the collector aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes handiness and writing and dislikes dancing. For music, she likes alternative and singer-songwriter and dislikes S-pop. Her favorite colors are blue and gray, and she dislikes orange. For sim characteristics, she likes high-energy sims and homebody sims, and she dislikes rascals. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing hobbies and stories and dislikes potty humor. She is not part of any clubs. But that is the Hightower and students household. So we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Abrams household. The Abrams family comes from a long line of spellcasters. Matriarch Joelle and her sister Gemma have trained Joelle's daughters, Mila and Mara, in the art of spellcasting. It is now time for Mila, with the help of the other Abrams women, to begin training her children, Anya and Skyla. Can this new generation of spellcasters carry on the legacy? And this is the Abrams house. This is the front, and this is the back. This house is loosely based off of the Munsters house from the TV show from years and years and years ago. I think I've shared it on the gallery as Haunted Victorian if you want to get it. It's a little bit different from what's in the save. I think it might actually also be this version in the save as well. I mean, on the gallery as well. But anyway, this is the first floor. You have a foyer and a living room and a dining room and a kitchen and a little hallway with a bathroom and the cauldron room. That's what I'm going with. I'm calling it a cauldron room. On the second floor, you have the bedrooms. You have Gemma's room, Joelle's room, and Anya and Skyla's room, Mara's room, and Mila's room, and a bathroom or two. That is the house, so let's meet the household. And this is Joelle. This is the grandmother, the matriarch of the family. She is the mother of Mara and Mila, and also the grandmother of Ayla and Skyla. And for her aspiration, she has the purveyor of potions aspiration. She's more focused on the potion side of teaching the family and carrying on that. You want to know how to brew a potion, you go to Joelle. She does not have a career. I'd like to think that she's probably retired or never really needed to work because, she could just zap some money if she needs to. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma, and she has maxed or reached level 10 of homestyle, cooking, logic, and parenting. For her traits, she is a vegetarian, bookworm, and family-oriented. She also has a strong bloodline reward trait, and she has the collector aspiration trait, and she also has the fear of death, but we've been over that. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and writing, and she dislikes fitness. I put in writing probably thinking maybe she likes to write her recipes for her potions to pass down to her grandchildren. For music, she likes retro and strange tunes, and she dislikes DJ booth. For conversation topics, she likes deep thoughts and stories and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes family motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are black and gray, and she dislikes yellow. And she is a virtuoso spellcaster. And she has pretty much maxed out her entire talent tree, except for the top tier and these over here. I can't remember what these are. Are these quirks? And she also has maxed out all of her spells, but she really, really likes alchemy and potion making and stuff like that. That is where that's what she teaches. And she is part of the Spellcaster Council. Next up is her sister, Gemma. This is Gemma, and for her aspiration, she has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration. She teaches the other side of things. There's 3 different schools of magic. I can't remember if I know it's practical, mischief, and there's another one. I feel like she would be teaching the other one that is escaping me right now. I'll have to look it up. She does not have a job. She is level 1 in charisma and level 10 in logic. I'd probably add a few more skills for her whenever I update the save. For her traits, she is a bookworm, a genius, and she loves the outdoors. She also has the strong bloodline and a quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and retro and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, she likes fishing and programming and dislikes mixology. Her favorite colors are red and blue, and she dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing interests and compliments and dislikes arguments. She is also a virtuoso. She is also part of the Spellcaster Council. Next up is Joelle's daughter, Mila, and she is not in her right outfit. I think that might be her career outfit. For her aspiration, she wants a big happy family, which she has, her two daughters. She's a single mom. This household is kind of like a wink and a nod to the movie Practical Magic, because that is one of my all-time favorite movies about witches. And for her career, she is a dirt digger in the gardener career, which is level 1. For her skills, she is level 1 in video gaming, level 2 in fishing, and level 5 in gardening, homestyle cooking, logic, and parenting. For her traits, she is family-oriented, outgoing, and loves the outdoors, and she also has the strong bloodline reward trait, as well as the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop and easy listening and dislikes backyard music. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and gardening and dislikes singing. For conversation topics, she likes flirtation and affection and dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, she likes hardworking sims, family-motivated sims, and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes emotional decision makers. And her favorite colors are pink and white, and she dislikes brown. She is an adept spellcaster, so she still has to master and reach virtuoso. And she's pretty decent with the potions. I think she's more of the practical magic teacher for the girls, and she is also part of the Spellcasters Council. Next up is her younger sister, Mara, which that's not what she's supposed to be wearing either. And for her aspirations, she has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration as well. She is a coffee stain remover in the barista part-time job, which is level 1. Her skills, she is level 1 in video gaming and level 2 in fishing. For her traits, she is a goofball, self-assured, and outgoing, and she also has the strong bloodline reward trait, as well as the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes electronica and metal and dislikes jazz. For hobbies and skills, she likes comedy and mischief and dislikes wellness. For conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and jokes and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and high energy sims, and she dislikes homebody sims. And her favorite colors are red and black, and she dislikes pink. And she is also an adept spellcaster, and she's more of the mischief maker, and she is also part of the Spellcaster Council. Next up is Anya, Mila's oldest daughter. For her aspiration, she also has the spellcraft and sorcery aspiration. She's just now coming into her powers, so she's learning as she goes along. She is a C student in high school. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma and fishing. For her traits, she is self-assured and outgoing, and she has the strong bloodline reward trait, as well as the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes DJ booth and hip-hop and dislikes classical music. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and singing and dislikes bowling. For her favorite colors are yellow and blue, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims and spirited sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, she likes gossip and jokes, and she dislikes potty humor. And she is not part of any clubs. Lastly is Mila's youngest daughter, Skyla. And for her aspirations, she's a social butterfly. She is very well aware that she is going to become a spellcaster. They've not kept it from her or anything like that. But she's just enjoying life as a kid and being a kid. She is a C student in grade school. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is outgoing and has a strong bloodline. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes dancing and video gaming and dislikes pipe organ. For music, she likes tween pop and kids radio and dislikes easy listening music. Her favorite colors are green and purple, and she dislikes orange. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes small talk and compliments and dislikes deception. And she's not part of any clubs. But that is the Abrams household. And so we will move on to the final household. And last but definitely not least is the Whittington household. Helena has only ever loved one man, Jeremiah Hawthorne. Unfortunately for him, he didn't feel the same. Hurt and angered by the rejection, Helena did what any self-respecting spellcaster would do. She cursed him to live a life as a plasma-thirsty vampire, never growing old, never quenching his thirst, watching everyone he loves die of old age. Now Helena drinks youth potions to stay young and watch Jeremiah live in misery. And this is Helena's house. This is the front, and this is the back. It looks exactly like the front. It's a small little cottage, but she doesn't need much room. And this is the inside. And you have a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom. It's a really small house. But anyway, so let's meet Helena. And this is Helena. If you've watched the overview that I did for Forgotten Hollow, then you will be familiar with Jeremiah Hawthorne. This is the spellcaster that cursed Jeremiah. I waited so long to have everyone representing this story for years now. I think I made Jeremiah probably, I don't know, probably 2015, 2016. And I've been waiting for that long to actually have all the parts together. But anyway, this is Helena, and for her aspiration, she has the soulmate aspiration. I would probably also switch that Villainous Valentine as well, because she's not, I don't really think that she's evil. I don't know, I can't remember her traits off the top of my head, but I don't think she's evil. She's just a scorned woman. She just does not like the fact that she was rejected by the only man she's ever loved. And I mean, and she's holding a 200-year-old grudge. You'd think by now she'd gotten over it, but no. She does not have a career. I guess she's too busy tormenting Jeremiah. For skills, she is level 1 in charisma, level 1 in video gaming, and level 4 in fishing. For her traits, she is hot-headed, romantic, and self-absorbed, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes Latin pop and romance music, and dislikes tween pop. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and mischief, and dislikes bowling. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy, pranks, malicious interactions, and arguments, and she dislikes discussing hobbies. For sim characteristics, she likes emotional decision makers and romance enthusiasts, and she dislikes homebody sims. And her favorite colors are black and gray, and she dislikes yellow. And she is a master spellcaster. And now her tree isn't completely filled up like some of the others. For her spells, she has 8 out of 9 practical magic spells, 6 out of 7 mischief, 7 out of 8 untamed, and she has all of the alchemy recipes, but she doesn't have any more talent points. And she is also part of the Spellcasters Council. And those are the households of Glimmerbrook. Next time we will be visiting Brightchester. I guess that is all from me for now. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.